This is the Hobart line of legacy commercial food service mixers. Hobart makes a full line of mixers from as small as a 5-quart up through the 12, the 20, which is this, the 30-quart, the 60-quart, the 80-quart, and then the 140, which is not here either. But this is the full family of Hobart legacy mixers. A Hobart mixer is the only piece of equipment in your entire kitchen that 7 to 10 years after you purchase it is worth more than you paid for. They all have a number of really nice features in common that we'll talk about here on the 60. The bowl capacity is 60 quart, which is really how mixers are sized, quart capacity of mixing bowls. Some of the features that are incorporated in all the mixers, this has a swing out bowl. So there's one little lever, you pull it out. It gives you a couple of benefits. One is you're able to load it and unload it easier than if it was just fixed in here. The second benefit is when you go to take the bowl on and off, there's only one point of connection here in the back. We're able to lift it off and put it back into one point, and then when you swing it in, it loads and locks itself into place. The mixer will not operate if the mixing bowl is not in place. So there's one little lever, you pull it out, and again, this is a feature on all of the Hobart legacy mixers. Another feature that this particular mixer has, the 60 quart on up, is an automatic power bowl lift. Unlike the smaller mixers that have a crank or a handle, this particular unit has a power lift that when there's power to the mixer, you push the button up or down and the bowl itself raises and lowers automatically. This way the operator doesn't have to try to fight a crank or a handle on a heavier load on the 60s on up. The larger mixers like this one can come with a bowl truck, which allows you to literally lower the bowl onto a dolly and roll it without ever having to lift it. All of our mixers have a 3 or 4 speed transmission and then a stir button. The stir basically is for very, very slow speed. By turning slowly, it doesn't throw the flour out on the operator and begins the mixing process. So we have a stir, a 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have a timer, count up or count down timer. If you just put it in the hold mode and operate it, it'll actually count up how long you've mixed, or you can set the timer for a given time and it'll count down and stop. All the mixers have a bowl guard for safety. This one, because it's a new mixer, is still attached. The bowl guard shuts and allows you to operate safely. When the agitator turns, there's no way for an operator to get his hands or fingers in to the bowl itself. And most of the mixers come standard with either a wire whip or with a wire whip and a dough hook and a B-flat beater. What's nice about these agitators is that they actually go on a lot easier than the old style, where you just take the pin, line it up, push it up, and it just clicks into place. To remove it, just pull this pin and drop straight down and out. A lot easier than the old style attachments. Hobart mixers also have an attachment hub on the front. You've already paid to purchase the motor that's in there to do the mixing. What we do as an added benefit is we put an attachment hub on the front that uses the existing drive motor inside the mixer, where you put a vegetable slicer attachment or meat grinder attachment right on the front of the mixer. This is what we call a number 12 hub, which allows you to put the attachment on the front and use the mixer in place to mix with. All Hobart mixers come standard with a 1-year warranty, parts, labor, and mileage from the local Hobart service office. And in reality, we believe that a Hobart mixer is the only piece of equipment in your entire kitchen that 7 to 10 years after you purchase it is worth more than you paid for. It's actually one of the few products that appreciate in value over the life of the use.